Okay, let me give you a clue of what we're doing here. I had my plates threaded into the bottom of this, and through the funnel and through the magnets, the funnel created a suction behind it, the plates. Water came out this tube, flowed all the way through at a pretty good rate without a water pump, and cooler water came in at the bottom of the cell where the plates were, at that fitting there, and they never overheated. So what I've done, carried it one step further. I'm going to put it in this tall tube. I'll put a fitting here. I've enclosed the electrodes in their own chamber, airtight, watertight. It'll do the same thing to a funnel. And what I'm thinking is the lower setting fitting here will take the water around, and the only way it can get water is through the fitting at the bottom. And I'm going to run it at some pretty good amps to get heat, see if it works as a cooler. I don't have an oil cooler, but I do have a lot of hose, and this should work very, very well. Since this will be way deep in here and I won't be able to see the magnetic effect and how the magnets are breaking the bubbles up, that's separate from the funnel, but the magnet tend to create a clarity in the fluid and cause the bubbles to join up faster. I put a little LED light in there for no other reason, as you can see, just to light up the phone so I can watch the effect better. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch this to here and do the same thing but with its own enclosed chamber. I did this crudely just to get an idea if this works. If this works, you can have an oil cooler, a cooler for these things. Well, I haven't have an above water tank anymore, and it will now cool itself. You can put a stainless steel cooler in front of the radiator, and you can run a cell with a minimal amount of water and not take up so much space. It worked really good before. I'm just saying that this works as well. So I'll be testing it just a little bit. That'll be my next deal. We'll see how that works. Okay, I'm back. I've got this hooked up. I wound up using the old one instead because the other taller one was so warped that I didn't have room to screw in the tube, but this still works. I removed the funnel. This is the sealed canister that you saw over the plates, and it's doing like it did before. The foam stays above the magnets, which is fine, so that would give you every incentive to make sure and elevate that up to keep the foam higher in the cell. I'm drawing 6 amps, as you can see here, 6 amps, and starting out at about 69 degrees. And we'll check temperature in the hose, bottom of the cell, top of the cell, to see how even the temperature remains. This is going to cause a vacuum at the bottom, which will draw water in. It comes out here, and I have a lot of hose here, so that'll act like an oil cooler for this operation. I'm going to run it for hours like this, and we'll see how the temperature goes. Before, the temperature remained pretty even in the cell, and the hose got warm, meaning it was good flow in the hose. In fact, I saw bubbles one time dancing as flow was going through, so it was doing real good. So we'll try that again. And if this works, then these cells don't have to be very big. You just put a little stainless steel cooler behind the grill of a car and just use a smaller cell, whatever space will allow. This is only 10 plates in the cell, 3 neutral plates, negative in the middle, 2 negative plates in the middle, bolted together, and positive on the outside, each outside. And so basically a very simple cell, nothing fantastic. And that's about it for now. We'll see how it runs.